How are we doing? Are we having fun so far? I'll just put that in mind. Are we having fun so far? Great, because this is not going to be fun. So I'm going to read the poems tonight, and I want you to look at the screen. So the first poem is inspired by this picture. What's going on here? I was researching World War II, as one does, right? And I was curious about the African soldiers. What role did they play? I'm African, by the way. And I realized that during the Africa, because Africa was colonized around that period, and a lot of African countries were forced to fight alongside their colonizers. So if you don't know, France colonized Senegal. So they forced Senegalese soldiers to fight alongside France. And in June 1940, the French side lost a battle to the Nazis. And so the Nazis captured the French side. And what they did was they imprisoned the white soldiers, and to the black soldiers, they executed them. And this, I believe, is the only picture we have of the black soldiers just before they were executed. So I was looking at this picture and I decided to write a poem inspired by it and also directed to that man looking at us. What would you say, brother, if you could speak through me? If my body could become a doorway to your deathlessness, what would you make of it? Your eyes hold me still in time, shackling us both in this looming history of your leaving. Tell me, would the bullets be the tongue song that shreds your body into halves, or would the blood pour out of you softly, quietly, the grim lullaby of gunfire cradling you to the grave? Yes, I can feel it now, the terror rising in your chest like a sea storm, the ringing of your woman voice praying for your safe return into her arms. But your hero's journey knows no return, only atonement. You savage scourge, you Hitler's roach, you black horror on the Rhine, life's dead weight. You have been marked long before the gun was ever handed to you. Do not go gently into your terrible night. Be the roach, be the scourge, be the horror. Let your body swallow all the darkness the world has ever known. And even if your light must surely die, rage against its dying. Word-born, warm-blooded son of the soil, your story is still yours until it is not. Let the sons of Chancellor rule the day they claimed your body as theirs. Rage against the dying of your light. And when you are long gone, I swear this to you, brother, you will live on in my rage. Thank you, that's the first poem. Another very happy poem. So this is the remains of a gay bar in New Orleans called Upstairs Lounge, and it burned down in June 1973. We're not quite sure why, but the leading theory is that a homophobe burned it down. And what I thought was quite interesting about it was that shortly after, I believe the days after, the people around New Orleans were celebrating this, right? There were a lot of people saying God has something to do with it. And there was a line they kept repeating saying, "Did you hear about the Flaming Queens?" So I titled this, "Did you hear about the Flaming Queens?" And it's a tribute to the gay people who died in the Upstairs Lounge. Did you hear about the Flaming Queens? June 1973, New Orleans. How they dared to dance, to laugh, to sing. How they dared to make music of these streets. How they dared to wear the night on their bodies like it was their birthright. Like God herself had poured all her beauty into them and named them her most beloved. You should have seen them, sweet and forever so, ageless monuments of the sacred 70s, icons upholding the queer gallantry of the South, more buried lips, Revlon Musk, more turn on the dance floor. Come, feel the love glut in the room. It was a terrible night when the walls rejected the Supremes, rejected Streisand, and instead broke into a song of flames that touched every tongue in the room. Such a cruel joke. In my mother's language, to burn and to dance are the same word, and none of them could reject the morbid call of the music of fire. How God's children suffered. How they cried to the sleeping deity who had birthed them. At dusk, the moon filled with so much blue it broke itself in half. The preacher, now a faceless crisp of a ghost, hung from the window. Lovers crumbled into ash in each other's arms. The whole world reeked of smoke and sacrilege. Something deathless died here tonight. Unnamed bodies vanished into the flashbulbs. In their mother's dreams, the nameless returned home, their bodies reclaimed from the fire, their breaths pulled back into their lungs, their laughter filling the room of their childhood once more. Legend has it they never left the French Quarter. They settled into the tarmac, into the pavements, then the water, fluttering in the winds that blow past Bourbon Street, They're in the music that makes you mistake a stranger for home in the dusk of North Rampart Street. Forever we shall remain in breathless awe of how they danced, how they laughed, how they sang, how they lived. Thank you. Do you have any black people in the room? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do better, Boston. Any Africans in the room? Oh, okay. Awesome. Any, don't out yourself, any openly queer people in the room? Okay. What a gay room. This poem is dedicated to different communities I mentioned. So it's called An American Poem, and it's inspired by Ras Baraka. I don't know if you know who that is. An American Poem. This is an American poem. This is jazz music and cowboys and blue jeans and Kraft turkeys and apple pies and cornbread and collard greens and slave ships and blood gushing out of Plymouth Rock. The blood could be anybody's really. Could be mine, could be yours, could belong to anybody who wears our skin. This is imperialism masking as freedom. Bombs raining down the heads of brown children as the president declares another victory, another slaughter. This is Jimi Hendrix at Woodstock, Aretha at New Temple Church, Nina Simone at Carnegie Hall, divine voices speaking truth to the red, white, and blue. This is a black poem. This is you on a rainy night, drunk white girls on Mass Avenue screaming the N-word because Trump just won the election. This is a drunk white chick from out of town saying, white privilege is a gift. This is a drunk white man in Alabama saying, get over it, man, it's just a word. This is getting over it, being over it, but still getting pulled under because the waves are too strong for your body to bear, because you're tired of playing the victim, tired of being the victim, because nobody should have to wear history on their skin like a curse. This is an African poem. The stoned waiter saying your name sounds like a nightmare, so you shortened it to make it more palatable for his American tongue. This is barren lands, oil fields, kids in the Congo dying just to make your iPhones look a little bit more fancy. This is an aesthetic of comfort and glamour carved out of the bones of my ancestors. This is a gay poem. Boys dissolving into long shadows, in dark rooms where mutant desires are as holy as a preacher's sutana. This is knees bleeding into concrete. Fast love in rat-infested alleyways where beauty is fashioned out of blood and ruin. This is a Friday night. 6 black boys in some overpriced apartments in Chinatown, twerking along to old Beyonce songs, because this is important to them. Life and death stuff. This is community. This is religion. This is healing found in the bodies of strangers who know your story like the back of their hands, because this is their story as well. Thank you.